Hello everyone, my name's John Mills. You're tuned into the Average Angling channel. Just on my way to Acorn fishery this afternoon on an evening match. Fishing 6 till 9. It's about 4:30 now, so I'm just getting there ready for the 5 o'clock draw. It's a bit of a windy route, so if you see me diving about and sliding around, don't worry, it's just me getting around the windy roads because it's narrow little lanes from my house. I've got no idea how many people are fishing. I'm hoping there's enough people fishing that it makes it worthwhile. I went down I couldn't fish Tuesday due to work commitments, but when I did manage to get for a walk around there in the afternoon, and it was fishing very, very well, but the pressure was a bit lower. Tuesday, fish on the deck feeding, paste anglers did really well, and was needed to win the match, and I think everybody in the frame had 180 or more, so it was fish well. I don't know what it's going to be like this evening. I'm not planning on pasting it. I am planning on, in my mind, I want to try and fish short on the pellet, top kitten 1, top kitten 2, potentially even on the drop or shallow, if you like, there, if they'll come up a little bit, or certainly falling through the water I think is something that we can look at. And then I'm also looking to fish down the middle shallow, feeding it quite hard. I've prepared some expanders, some cheap expanders from the pet shop, sort of wheat germ expanders. They're not very good really for the hook, but I'm going to try feeding them shallow. I've obviously got more pump so they sink, but I feel like they're less feed value than normal pellets, so I might be able to feed a bit more aggressively and make a bit more noise, and hopefully have something that's a bit more akin to casters. I didn't want to go down the route of buying 4 or 5 pints of casters for a 3-hour evening match, where the payout, with 10 guys, maybe 10 or 12 guys at the most will be fishing in the payout, but we cover the bait, so I don't want to go down that route. I could go down the paste route, but there's probably a couple of good paste anglers there, and I don't know, I'm just not in the mood for paste tonight, so that's what I've got planned. We'll see. Normally my plans go out the window when I get there because there's other things I've got to do. I've not got a lot of the baits with me. I've got hard 6 mils, hard 8 mils. I've got some expander for the hook, and I've also got those expanders that I mentioned that I've pumped up this afternoon. I've probably got a tin of corn in my bag if I'm lucky, and I'll have some bags of ground bait in there, but that'll be me done. I've left my worms at home because I'm getting a bit warm. I don't really want to use worms. They're not going to be fast enough tonight. I feel like it could go tonight. It could fish really well. If it doesn't fish so well, then a steady sort of approach shore, picking off odds fish on the hard pellets might be good anyway. So I feel like I've got some bases covered. With these 3-hour matches, you kind of have to go there with a plan A and hope your plan A sticks, because if it doesn't, by the time you've sussed out plan B, you've already lost. Well, as my worries were confirmed when I got here, there's only 6 people, including me, fishing the match. It's not really a match, just some blokes pleasure fishing on a lake. But there we are, you can't do anything about it. I think it's winner takes all. I'm technically on an M peg 18. I don't know. It's probably, I don't know if it's the best peg that's in the group. I fancy it 11, maybe 13. But anything can happen. There's loads of room now. I've got nobody to my left at all. There are a couple of pleasure anglers where they've packed up because it's a bit in the rain. And I've got a few. The first match anglers 3 pegs to my right, and then missed one another angler, then missed one another angler, then missed one another angler, and missed one another angler, and that's the lot of us. So it's just going to be fun. I am planning on fishing shallow out here with some expanders. These are the ones that are floating, but underneath there's some sinking ones which I'll feed. I should use these for the hook, so they'll get a nice soft fall if I need to. Fish on a drop, which I hope to. And then I've got a line close in here, and the same just in here with hard pellet at the bottom of the near slope, and I'm just going to fish those I'm going to feed a hard pellet and fish the expander. Not those ones, but these ones. These are the death ship ones. Fish those ones and hopefully catch on those. I've got 3 rigs. I've got a rig for down here which I can fish on the deck with, but I can also string out to do on the drop with, and the same on the other side, same rig. And out there I've got a rig from the deck in case. I'm going to feed it quite hard with those expanders. I've got all of those in there, and I've got all of those there, so I've got loads. So I'm going to attack it. I'll start steady for the first 10 minutes, see what happens, and then I'll attack it. And I'm going to fish short to start with. I'm just going to feed out there to see if I get swirls or what's going on. And if I can catch short, I'll just keep catching short, because there can be big fish short on the hard pellet. And having 2 swims is essential on the hard pellet, I find, because they tend to spook off. I've got 2 or 3, and you can just keep going side to side, and you can pick up silvers as well with the expander on the hook. So loads and loads of thoughts in my head as usual, but I'm trying to keep it simple. I've got 3 rigs, I've got 3 hours, and I've just got to enjoy myself, because like I said, it's just a knock up anyway, so it's an opportunity to do an experiment. I've never fished with expanders up in the water before. I'm looking for an alternative to casters. Casters are great, they make a lot of noise. You can bang loads of them in, they don't feed the fish, and I'd like something else like casters that doesn't cost a lot. If I'd have bought that many casters with me that I've got pellets today, then I would have probably spent 30 quid. I don't want to spend that much money just to win a match, so let's see how we can get on. Right guys, just had a skimmer down on my right hand mark, dropped down on my right. Oops, I've just lost the carp. Definitely hooked properly he was. Just lost him there. I was just trying to video that, but there we go. So what we're doing is we've got expander on down that left hand edge. I'm feeding out, put all the time out there where those ducks are. That's what they're out there. Feeding those with the micro, not with the micro, with the expander. And then down the edge to my left, I'm feeding to my left hand line. I'm feeding by hand. And my right hand line, I'm feeding with a cup. And my thinking being that there's a lot of fish up in the water. There's a lot of fish that like the feeding, and it might be that the fish don't want too much noise to draw them in. So what this is, it could be a tench the way it's fighting, but you saw that there live, straight in. And this left hand line, I'm just throwing it in. So I've got somewhere to go later on. Yeah, it's a nice tench. Nice little tench on the nice tench there, 2 or 3 pounder straight away. Bring that out there. I'll take those tench. I'm not worried about them at all. It's not like the skimmer. I was thinking if there's lots of skimmers down there, that could be bad news for me. But if there's, I'm putting quite a lot of bait in each put at the moment. I'm not sure if the swim can take that for too long. I'm not seeing a lot of fish swirling out where I've been feeding straight in front of me where the ducks are. But that don't mean that there's not fish underneath those ducks. I want to let them sort of settle and build up a bit, and hopefully clatter a few carp out there. Getting bites on this line as soon as it goes in. There's lots of fish down there. Just waiting for something positive because I've missed a few bites. There's lots of probably fish up in the water and all sorts going on, as there always is at Acorn. Put that line out there again. Just got another fish from down on this right hand side. Eventually had a decent bite. Hoping it's hooked properly. It's fighting like it's a carp. And right through my shallow line, which is not nice. But what can you do? It's fighting, it feels like it's hooked properly. There he is. That's the first carp of the day. Yeah, baddie. Oh look, he's got into the net. Bit of a fiddly one that was. £2. I think that's almost told me what I need to know, which is I've got to go out shallow, I think. So these fish shallow today. That's when already, and I'm shocking feeding. Right guys, got loads of carp coming into this feed out there where I'm feeding them, but they're not really, I don't feel like they're feeding on the pellets, they're just sort of, pellets have got some sort of gloop on them that I put on them to make them a bit more attractive. And I can't be swimming around in that, just feeding on it. So I just had two better ones, just close in, just mugged fish that have sort of come off the cruising pack. Loads out there, and then loads of fish out there, but then every now and again one will come in the side here cruising, and I've managed to mug him. But, don't seem to be able to catch by design. And the traditional way, so taking the floating ones, putting them on, and they just sink nicely. And just trying to see a carp and flick it at it really. Any sort of swirl I see, I'm just going to put in the rig right on top of the swirl and hoping to always stick the carp on the head. Just trying to slap it right on his nose. Is that it? It's a bit like shallow fishing comes from mugging, just flicking some bait out there, it brings them in shallow. And they don't really, well, they are sort of feeding, but they're not that worried about feeding, they're just sort of mooching in amongst it, and then you see one just flick the rig on his head and he has it. Yes, this one's foul hooked on, that's coming in at a funny angle. I don't want to pull too hard because I've not got a massive hook on, because I think this is a small fish, maybe foul hooked. Oh no, it's just a small one in the pile. Oh, really lively little live wire there. Nice little £3. Give myself £3 for him. It's been 14, the silver, and the carp, 17, sorry, and the carp. Just put some bait out there again so we can get the next one lined up. It's just a case of just trying to pluck them up. Not so much swinging this into the feed, because sometimes the carp are not in the feed, they're just sort of mooching around the feed. Once you get the ducks out of the way, you can see the swirls that are carp swirls and not duck swirls, which is part of the battle. Right guys, another one on here. I'm way behind. I've been listening to what other people have been talking about, having £90 and whatever, and I've got 25. So I've got loads and loads of fish reacting to this bait, but I can't hook them. Swinging my little rig in, trying to sort of get into it, but they're just really, really shallow, these fish. But they're not at all spooked by the pole today. They're just, well, they haven't been spooked by the pole. So what I've just done is literally tied a hook length to the end of my rig, to the end of my top kit. Big up, strong line. Just dangled it there. Kept firing chucking bait around it, just ripped out. Some open. And onto something there, little £3. That's what I'm doing, and I'm just literally gaffing that through the middle. There's a ghosty now, I can see him. Probably a little ghosty just sitting there. I'm not trying to bother by this pole. Just tap the water. He's had it, the ghosty's had it, look. Alright, we might be onto something here now. It's ridiculous. It was a nice big ghost. I've got a nice 017 line, a big 14 hook, so I can pull a bit harder now. Try and catch up. Try and catch up these guys that are ahead of me. Oh, he's gone wrapped around. Ghosty, ghosty, ghosty. Lovely ghosty. Ghosty. Lovely ghosty. Double as well. Oh, he's close to double. Just hooked him a lip there. Get some more bait out. Use these fish again. I'll give myself 9 for him. It's going to be lovely fish, isn't it? saw that guys on the camera there, but that's what we're doing, just tapping, feeding and tapping. Absolutely feeding them up into a ruckus. He's wrapped around somehow. Oh, he's got himself wrapped around. Outside of the mouth now. About 4 pounder. Feed again. I'm waiting for me, I can see him. So I don't know if you can see what's going on there guys, but it's basically I can pretty much pick out the carp I want. They're hardly spooking off the pole today at all. A bit of food. Take that water surface. See that fish was there, but he didn't want to go down and take it. I'll just give him a reason to go down and take it. That's a 10 pounder all day long. Whoa, he tried to bring me there, didn't he? There we go. It's a little one. Here's a little one. Got to a nice rhythm now whereby I feed the fish happy while I'm playing the fish, couple of feeds. So these fish are lined up.
Yeah.